Car insurance for professional sport people. Get the right car insurance if you compete professionally. How insurers categorize sport people. If you describe your occupation as sportman or sportwoman when you take out car insurance, your premium will be expensive, regardless of your age, gender, or income level. Insurers are wary of offering cover to professional sport people because if they are in accident, the personal injury compensation could be very high. Why do professional sport players pay more for car insurance? There are a few reasons why you are a risky prospect for insurer if you are a sports person. Even if these don't apply to you personally, they will influence your premium. Age and wealth. Professional sport people are often young, new to driving, and inexperienced on the road. Accidents are more likely for young drivers than those with many years of experience. High-profile sports people are also more likely to drive an expensive or rare car rather than a little run-around. They cost more to insure anyway because they are expensive to replace or repair, but with a young driver at the wheel, it will be even more costly. Interference and distraction. Cars of high profile drivers are at risk of vandalism and accidental damage by the general public and the press. There's also a risk of distraction. Photographers and reporters, sport fans, and celeb spotters are risky road hazards. Important passenger. Sport people will probably have fellow professionals as passenger. If a sport person in a serious accident, the payout for loss of earning due to injury will be high, and that's only increased by a carload of well-paid colleagues. Reputation. Sports stars have an unfortunate reputation for accident-prone or dangerous driving. Wayne Rooney, Paul Pogba, and Freddie Flintoff are just a few famous faces that have been caught committing a driving offense. On the other hand, although the risk of an accident might be higher for professional sport people, they are less inclined to make a claim and more likely to pay for any damages themselves. David Beckham is a high-profile example of sports stars' unfortunate driving reputation. Despite narrowly avoiding a speeding charge in September 2018, he was then caught using his phone behind the wheel just 2 months later. Does the type of sport matter? Playing a team sport or individual sport makes a difference to the cost of your premium. If it's an individual sport, it's less like you will have teammates in your car, so the risk of expensive injury payout is reduced. Sport person gender and car insurance. Insurers are not allowed to count gender as a risk factor anymore, so professional sport women won't necessarily get cheaper car insurance than men. There are still car insurance policies specifically targeted at women, but there's nothing stopping a man from taking out the cover. Join over a million customers with free £250 excess cover. What's an excess? It's the amount of money you agree to pay towards a claim when you take out insurance. Don't worry, Go Compare will refund up to £250 of your excess if you do need to claim. We have already refunded £1 million to customer. Up to £250 refunded after claim settled, car insurance purchases only. Exclude breakdown, windscreen and glass repair or replacement. Between July 2019 and November 2020, £1 million has been refunded to free excess cover customer following a successful claim. How to get cheaper car insurance for sport people. Car insurance for sport professionals will always be high, as there is a lot more at risk for insurer than if you had a standard job, but there are a few options that might get your premiums down. Specialist insurer. Specialist insurer over cover for sporting professionals which base quote on the individual circumstance rather than the sector. Pro Sport Insurance Services, Adrian Flux and All Sport Insurance are a few companies who over-tailor policies for sport people. Telemedic for sports professional. If you are a safe driver, a Telemedic policy could suit you. This type of cover bases your premium on how well or badly you drive your car. The cheapest insurance doesn't necessarily mean the best policy for you. Having the wrong insurance could cost you a lot unnecessarily. Thank you.